गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी श्री श्री राधा माधव की जय। श्री श्री नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। श्री श्री पंचतत्व गौरनिताय की जय। श्री श्री प्रहलाद नरसिंहदेव की जय। श्री मायापुर चंद्र की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि। नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि श्री गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कम करति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयति कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं। Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, Chapter 27, text number 21. Sorry, text number 20. 20. The chapter entitled as Understanding the Material Nature. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tata Jnana. क्वचित तत्व अवमर्शेन क्वचित तत्तावमर्शेन निवृत्तं भयम् उल्बनं निवृत्तं भयमुल्बनम् अनिवृत्त निमित्वात्तात् पुनः प्रत्यवतिष्ठते अनिवृत्तनिमित्वात्तात् पुनः प्रत्यवतिष्ठते क्वचित् तत्तावमर्षेण निवृत्तं भयम् उल्बणम् अनिवृत्तनिमित्वात्तात् पुनः प्रत्यवतिष्ठते क्वचित् तत्तावमर्षेण उल्बणम् अनिवृत्तनिमित्वात्तात् पुनः प्रत्यवतिष्ठते क्वचित् तत्तावमर्षेण भयमुल्बणम् पुनः प्रत्यवतिष्ठते क्वचित् तत्तावमर्षेण निवृत्तं भयमुल्बणम् अनिवृत्तनिमित्तात् पुनः प्रत्यवतिष्ठते. Any Matajis? क्वचित् तत्तावमर्षेण निवृत्तं भयमुल्बणम् निवृत्तनिमित्तात् प्रतिष्ठते क्वचित् तत्तावमर्षेण निवृत्तं भयमुल्बणम् अनिवृत्तनिमित्तात् पुनः प्रत्यवतिष्ठते क्वचित्. In a certain case, tattva, the fundamental principles, avamarshena, by reflecting upon, nivrittam, avoided, bhayam, fear, ulvanam, great, anivritta, not ceased, nimitvattad, since the cause, punaha, again, prattavatishthate, it appears. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Even if the great fear of bondage is avoided by mental speculation and inquiry into the fundamental principles, it may still appear again, since its cause has not ceased. Okay, purport. Material bondage is caused by putting oneself under the control of matter because of the false ego of lording it over material nature. Bhagavad Gita 7.27 states, Ichha Dvesha Samuthena. Two kinds of propensities arise in the living entity. One propensity is Ichha, which means desire to lord it over material nature or to be as great as the Supreme Lord. Everyone desires to be the greatest personality in this material world. Dvesha means envy. When one becomes envious of Krishna or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one thinks, why should Krishna be the all and all? I am as good as Krishna. These two items, desire to be the Lord and envy of the Lord, these two items, desire to be the Lord and envy of the Lord, are the beginning cause of material bondage. As long as a philosopher, salvationist, or voidist has some desire to be supreme, to be everything, or to deny the existence of God, the cause remains, and there is no question of his liberation. Devahuti very intelligently says, one may theoretically analyze and say that by knowledge he has become freed, but actually, as long as the cause exists, he is not free. Bhagavad Gita confirms that after performing such speculative activities for many, many births, when one actually comes to his real consciousness and surrenders unto the Supreme Lord, Krishna, then the fulfillment of his research in knowledge is actually achieved. There is a gulf of difference between theoretical freedom and actual freedom from material bondage. I repeat, there is a gulf of difference between theoretical freedom and actual freedom from material bondage. The Bhagavatam 10.14.4 says that if one gives up the auspicious path of devotional service and simply tries to know things by speculation, one wastes his valuable time. Klishyantiye kevala bodhalabdhaye. The result of such a labor of love is simply labor. There is no other result. The labor of speculation is ended only by exhaustion. The example is given that there is no benefit in husking the skin of an empty paddy. The rice is already gone. Similarly, simply by the speculative process, one cannot be freed from material bondage, for the cause still exists. One has to nullify the cause, and then the effect will be nullified. This is explained by the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the following verses. Hare Krishna. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Sarvatra Namo Aswara Prabhavata Akam Koti Vacha Bhati Granatri Pata Vishnu Bhagavata Vishnu Kvachit tattavamarshena nibrittam bhayamulvanam anibritta nimitvat punaha prattavatishthate. Even if the great fear of bondage is avoided by mental speculation and inquiry into the fundamental principles, it must still appear again, since its cause has not ceased. So this specific verse points out the differences between theoretical understanding and the realized knowledge. There is a verse in Bhagavad Gita, very beautiful verse, I think 6.8. There Krishna says, Jnano Vijnano Triptatma Kutastha Vijitindriya. So that phrase comes there, word Triptatma, the satisfied soul. Tripta is satisfied, Atma is soul. So the satisfied soul. So how the soul becomes satisfied? It says it becomes satisfied by Jnana and Vijnana, knowledge and application. Or we can also say knowledge and realization through the application. Simply by knowledge one cannot become satisfied. entirely. So this is the last verse of the series of verses spoken by Mother Devahuti. She points out that even if one becomes free, one becomes free from fear for some time, but the fear resumes. It comes back because the root cause of the fear has not been eradicated, which is the misidentification of the body with the self. And Srila Prabhupada, in the purport, he says, he takes it to Srimad Bhagavatam Gita 7.27, the reason of the bondage of the jiva, Ichha Dvesha. So Ichha means that we have our own desires, and Dvesha is become envious. So become envious of whom? Become envious of Krishna. So we may think that, especially as a devotee, where is the chance of becoming envious to Krishna? I'm already given my life in Krishna's service. I'm chanting his names daily. I'm praying before Krishna. But how then it is said that one can become envious to Krishna? So this is subtle. It's not gross hatred against Krishna. In a subtle way, when we try to enjoy like Krishna, and more deeply, when my plan goes against Krishna's plan, then I start to question Krishna, that why did it happen like this? I wanted this to happen like this, but how come, Krishna, you have interfered into my plan? Many a times we see that things go very nicely in our devotional life until Krishna disrupts our current situation. We are happy in our services until no competitor comes in my place. We are okay with the relationship with the devotees until somebody comes and takes my position over. We think everything is normal, things are going on okay, and I am well situated in devotional life. So Krishna has a different plan. A devotee is not defined by how many items of sadhana bhakti he is doing, he is performing. But a devotee is defined by his mood of surrender according to Krishna's plan. We see in Bhagavad Gita that in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna was philosophically advanced. He put forth so many logics, arguments not to fight. So, wasn't Arjuna a devotee at that time? Yes, definitely. But through Arjuna, Krishna teaches us the example that despite being a devotee, you can also go against me. Arjuna was devotee, but he was expert in argumenting, but fool in accepting Krishna's plan. So that is the subtlest point where Krishna can ever touch, and we don't want that. Let my plan be fulfilled, and Krishna you are my Lord, you are my beloved, you are my worshipped Bhagavan, until you, till the time you do not touch into my false ego. This is the most sensitive part we always want to protect. We don't want anybody to touch in that place, not even Krishna. So, in the beginning, Arjuna was full of Ichha and Dvesha. His Ichha was to protect his kinsman, and Dvesha was to going against the Krishna's will, against the will of Krishna. So, Srila Prabhupada writes here that everyone desires to be the greatest personality in this material world. Now, we may think that I don't want to be the greatest personality because I know Krishna is the greatest personality. But are there not desires within our heart to become famous, to be identified, to be recognized? We have become devotees does not mean that we are free from these subtle desires within our heart. So, therefore, in the definition of pure devotion, Uttama Bhakti, Srila Rupa Goswami says, Anya Abhilashita Shunyam. Other than serving and pleasing Krishna, other than serving and pleasing Krishna, there should be no desire, no other desire. There should be only one desire, to please and serve and please Krishna. So, what is Krishna's position? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that Bhoktaram Yagatapasham. I am the enjoyer, supreme enjoyer, Sarva Loka Maheshwaram. I am the most powerful controller, and I am Surhid, I am Bandhu, I am friend of everyone. Param Surid, Suridam Sarva Bhutanam. I am the real friend of everyone. But we want to take that position in this material world. I want to be the enjoyer. Don't we have the desire of becoming enjoyer? Don't we try to enjoy something? If not like Krishna, at least something. So we want to go parallel with Krishna. Krishna is enjoyer, I should also be the enjoyer. It is one thing to do kirtan in an audience, and it is completely something else to have the desire to be recognized by the whole audience in the kirtan. Likewise, it is one thing to speak from realization, and it is quite another thing to have the desire, to foster the desire to become a great speaker. So sometimes we confuse between these two. We think that I am serving Krishna, I am glorifying Krishna, but in the name of glorification, in the name of glorifying Krishna by chanting his name, in our subtle desire is to let people glorify me, that I am a big Kirtanya, I am a big Bhagavata speaker, I am a great manager, in charge, president. If we have these desires, then our services are tainted, it is spoiled. You have prepared a very beautiful paramanna, sweet rice, but within that preparation you put some grains of dust, then you try to eat it and experience how nice it is. The whole preparation is spoiled because of that subtle, that small particles of dust. So similarly, we may do so many big things in our devotional life, but till the time we keep the desire of becoming parallel to Krishna, I should also be the enjoyer. Okay, let Krishna be the enjoyer, but why not me? I should also have some enjoyment in my life. I should also be the enjoyer. And I should also control. This is most important part in our devotional life. Things are going according to Krishna's plan, but I also have my own plan. And if my plan is not fulfilled, then I want to control the situation so that it comes according to my desire. But the very foundation of Krishna consciousness is to take shelter unto Krishna. What does shelter means? Yesterday a devotee was asking, I was speaking on taking the shelter of holy name, Nam Ashraya. She is asking that we have always heard about chanting, but what is taking shelter of the name? When we take shelter of someone, we take shelter because we know, we understand that I am helpless. Only this personality can help me. Therefore I am taking shelter. So when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when the sound gets reverberated through our tongues and lips, do we really take shelter of the name? Do we think that, oh Krishna's name, I have no other hope, I have no other shelter, I am completely helpless, I am wretched, you are my only hope. And then Krishna manifests in that name. Otherwise, as Bhakti Vinod Thakur Mahasaya says, it's Nam Akshar Bahiray Bate Nam Kobhu Noy. And he says that Asadhu Sange Bhai Nam Nahi Hoy. Asadhu Sange. Those who are not devotees, you cannot chant Krishna's name in their association. Why? Because the devotees are completely sheltered to Krishna. So we may think that I am chanting Krishna's name in the association of devotees. But who is a devotee? Who has taken shelter unto Krishna? He is a pure devotee. Shuddha Nam, pure Nam, can only be chanted in the association of pure devotees. Otherwise we are chanting names which Krishna will give some mercy through it, through the chanting, but it's not pure Nam, it's not Shuddha Nam. Ek Krishna Nam kare sarva papa nash. What is that Ek Krishna Nam, that one Nam? What is that one Nam? A Shuddha Nam. And that Shuddha Nam can also give Prema Bhakti. So the point is that it says Asadhu Sange. So who is Asadhu and who is Sadhu? Sadhu is someone who has taken complete shelter unto Krishna. When Krishna says Mam Ekam Sharanam Braja, you come under my shelter, Krishna says you come. Braja means come. We have to move according to Krishna's plan. Initially Arjuna had his own plan, but then he come unto Krishna's plan. So sadhu is someone who has been living his life according to Krishna's plan. He is a sadhu. Sadhu is not someone dressed up very nicely like me, putting tilak and mala, and can also give class on Srimad Bhagavatam, can also render so many wonderful services and have the name on the list. He is a sadhu. Sadhu is not like that. Sadhu is someone who has it externally. It may appear that he is a sadhu, he is a devotee, and externally somebody may also appear as a demon, but actually he is not like that. The most graphic example could be Indra and Dhritarashtra. Indra was in a dress, he was a devata, he was a demigod. Demigod means who are subservient to the Lord, therefore they are called demigod. So apparently Indra was demigod, but who was a sadhu? The question is not who is demigod, the question is who is sadhu, Dhritarashtra or Indra. So Indra wanted to protect his plan, and Dhritarashtra wanted to participate into Krishna's plan. So the question which we should ask in our life, am I trying to protect my own plan, my own program, or am I participating into Krishna's plan? When Indra wanted to protect, Dhritarashtra said, okay, if that is Krishna's desire that I should die in this battle, I should leave my body, let it happen. So be it. So this is devotee. We can also see earlier when he was Chitraketu, when Mother Parvati cursed him, that time also he accepted that, because it's Krishna's plan. So let me walk into Krishna's plan. But we try to get out of Krishna's plan and make our own plan. So that's called dvesha. Following Krishna's plan, not going against Krishna's plan. Therefore, when Krishna says Mam ekam sharanam braja, it does not merely means that we change our dress, we join into ISKCON, we take initiation. Not like that. Initiation, the formal initiation program does not change our consciousness. It facilitates, but depends on us whether we want to go according to the plan of Srila Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, the desire of the parampara. Then we can be called as disciple. So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, the very nice quote, he says, to act of taking initiation, acting as I have taken initiation and receiving the realized knowledge from the Guru is completely different. This is not same. These two are not same. So a disciple, a devotee means one who has taken shelter of Krishna, means he has come unto the shelter of Krishna, means he is ready to accept Krishna's plan. Sometimes we think that, not sometimes, most of the times we think that I know much better than Krishna. I am a scholar, I am Pandit, I am expert, I have skills. But Krishna is not pleased by our skill set. He is pleased by our mindset. You may have so many lists, so many things of so many skills. We see in 10th canto that the Yagik Brahmanas, when Krishna sent his friends to get some rice from them, what did they say? They thought, my program is much important than Krishna's plan. So they are apparently Brahmanas, knowing so many Vedic mantras, expert in ritualistic activities, whereas their wives did not know anything. They are very simple village girls. But they knew that I should act as Krishna's plan. So for them, there is no need of becoming expert in Vedic hymns and mantras. So this is devotee. This is devotee. They surrendered unto Krishna's plan. They did not care for anything else other than pleasing Krishna, other than fulfilling the desire of Krishna Balaram, giving rise to them. So there are many, many examples throughout the scriptures. We can see that who is actually going according to Krishna's plan. Many times we think that I have much power. Why should I follow Krishna's plan? Rather, let me take some help from Krishna and go against Krishna's plan. Sometimes we do that also. If we look into our lives as a devotee, we sometimes think that Krishna is in my altar. I am worshipping Krishna every day. I am paying obeisances to Krishna every day. But the real question is, do I agree to live my life according to the desire Krishna has set for me, the plan Krishna has set for me? It's not worshipping Krishna, it's not offering your obeisances, it's not chanting millions and millions of holy name. It's going according to Krishna's plan. All these things are a part of this surrender process. But surrender itself says that come within the Krishna's plan. Don't stay out of Krishna's plan. So that is devotion. We see Duryodhana wanted to take help from Krishna, but he did not want Krishna. Arjuna wanted Krishna, because Arjuna knew that Krishna's plan, I should fulfill Krishna's plan. As he said at the end of Bhagavad Gita, I shall do your order. I shall do your instruction. So Arjuna thought, let Krishna be in my side and guide me. Let Krishna orchestrate the plan and let me fulfill his desire. But Duryodhana thought that I will take help from him and I'll kill him. I'll get victory against Krishna's party. So both of them went to Krishna. Both of them asked help from Krishna. So seemingly, both of them are devotees, because whoever asks help from Krishna is devotee, kind of. But actually, Duryodhana was demon, because he was not going according to Krishna's plan. So devotee and demon do not always depends on the external appearances. It's about the attitude, whether we are fulfilling Krishna's plan. Therefore, here it says that for some we may get some temporary relief from bhaya, but that is not permanent solution, because our heart is not convinced. Many times we see that it is much easier to find someone who is intellectually convinced, but it is much harder to have the association of someone who is emotionally involved in Krishna consciousness. Means the heart is given to Krishna. We understood it, philosophically understood. We say, yes, I know I am not this body, I know I am not the enjoyer. But the real problems happens when the test comes. When Krishna disrupts everything, Krishna takes you out from the service, somebody else comes in that position. When Krishna breaks the relationship which you wanted to hold on to. When Krishna smashes the plan which you have been building for many years for your future. Krishna has some different plan. So, walking according to Krishna's plan, moving into Krishna's plan is called Vraja, Sharanam Vraja. Come unto my shelter, means come within the arena of my plan. So they are real Vrajavashi. So it is not a matter of where you are situated. You live in Vrindavan or you live in some other place. But are you living under Krishna's plan? That's more important. Definitely the atmosphere is important, but Vrindavan is not only a geographical location, it's a state of consciousness. Vraja means to always acting under Krishna's plan. Srila Prabhupada went out of Vrindavan seemingly, but actually he was carrying Brajadham within his heart. Because Srila Prabhupada did not go to US whimsically. It was not his fancy to go to the West just like we go to the West and try to become happy and we want to happily live over there and get some fame and recognition as a global preacher, this, that. Prabhupada's desire was not that. Prabhupada was exactly following the desire of his Guru Maharaj. You go West and preach in English language. So he was Sharanagata, he was surrendered, he was Brajavashi. Even though he was out of Vrindavan externally. But if I live in Braja, I have my own separate plan, then I am not Brajavashi. So that is real discipleship. To act under Guru's plan, Krishna's plan. And there is no desire for fame and recognition. Let me be hidden from the whole world. No problem in that. But let Krishna's desire be fulfilled. We see in Srila Loknath Goswami's life that there are many prominent disciples of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu living in Vrindavan at that time when Loknath Goswami was also there. But when Mahaprabhu, Sri Loknath Goswami definitely had the desire to be in the association of, be in the proximity of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Why not? But when Mahaprabhu said, Loknath, you go to Vrindavan and serve over there. Loknath Goswami did not think, Prabhu, I don't want to go away from you. But he thought, no, Mahaprabhu's desire that I should go to Vrindavan and stay there. And look, when Loknath Goswami went to Vrindavan, the other 6 Goswamis, they came after Loknath Goswami. Vrindavan was not that much, organized, in that sense that it's full of jungles and very ferocious animals. And not many people are taking of Vrindavan at that time, not taking shelter of Vrindavan. But Loknath Goswami came. Why? Because was Vrindavan his fancy idea, his own speculation, his own desire? No, it was Mahaprabhu's desire. So he followed Mahaprabhu's instruction. He came to Vrindavan. But at the same time, he did not want to get the recognition that I am the first Brajavashi. I came here, I am much senior than Rupa and Sanatan and all. No. Mahaprabhu wanted to make Rupa Goswami his stalwart, first and foremost disciple. Mahaprabhu empowered him. Loknath Goswami never thought that let me compete with Rupa Goswami. No. He was quite happy serving Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu secretly in Vrindavan. Not only that, when he was requested for blessings by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami before writing Chaitanya Charitamrita, we know that he requested him that I can bless you, a conditional blessing. I will bless you if you do not mention my name in your book. Do you think it's something easy? Such a prominent disciple of Mahaprabhu, but he wanted to remain hidden, not running after fame, prestige and recognition. So this is actual meaning of devotion, serving Krishna according to his plan. Srila Loknath Goswami had a cloth bag. A traditional Indian word for that is jhola. So in that jhola he kept his deity Sri Radha Vinod. But he was not doing that to get a fame. That you see, I'm Jhola Baba. I have a cloth bag, I always carry my deity wherever I go. Sometime some people had that idea. Wherever I move, I take my deity along with me and let people know that I'm such a staunch worshipper of my worshipable deity. Of course, if someone is ordered by his Guru Maharaj, that's a different thing. He was not showing his devotion externally. That was not his intention. So, when Narottam Das Thakur, another example of Ichha Dvesha, how one can be free from Ichha and Dvesha. So when Narottam Das came to Vrindavan, he took shelter of Loknath Goswami. And Srila Loknath Goswami, his future Guru, his would-be Guru, so far did not give any approval, any green signal that yes, I am going to accept you as my disciple. But Narottam Das was serving Loknath Goswami secretly. Many times we like to take up the services where people can easily notice us. Immediately the video camera and mobile phone goes over there, and you are on the social media. And people know, okay, I am a very good, I am a brilliant servant. But Sri Narottam Das Thakur's desire was to serve Loknath Goswami, because it seems that he wanted to become disciple of Loknath Goswami. He wanted to get initiation from Loknath Goswami. But in reality, he wanted to get his mercy, his causeless mercy. He was not like Ekalabya, who just formed the murti of Dronacharya and wanted to be recognized as the foremost disciple of Drona. So he requested, he begged for mercy. He didn't want to get Loknath Goswami. He wanted to get the mercy of Loknath Goswami. There is a subtle difference between these two. Sometimes we think that if I am following some advanced Vaishnava, some senior Vaishnava, because he is very famous, if I run behind him, if I come into his proximity, then people will know me. Oh, you are disciple of that person. Many such pretenders were trying to get attention of Loknath Goswami and also Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. For Loknath Goswami we don't hear, but Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj we hear that many pretenders was following him, try to catch his attention, because they did not actually wanted to get Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj's attention. They wanted them to be recognized by the other people. They wanted people's attention. They did not want to get Babaji Maharaj's attention. So this is subtle, very, very subtle. Sometimes we want a big guru, very advanced, very senior personality, because if I can come shelter under his shelter, then people will recognize me. Anyway, so Loknath Goswami was also not interested in taking disciples, because his idea, his understanding was, I could not become a disciple yet. How can I become a guru and give initiation to others? How can I become guru of others? But Narottam Das Thakur, he was quietly, patiently, very humbly serving Loknath Goswami, not disturbing him every day. He did not do that. In Prema Vilas, Nityananda Das describes that the whole entire 1 year, Narottam Das was silently serving. Nobody knew even in Vrindavan that what is the relationship between Narottam and Srila Loknath. But Srila Narottam Das Thakur was eagerly waiting for Loknath Goswami's mercy. He did not have that idea. If Loknath Goswami does not accept me, then I'll revolt against him, or I'll do something that people can know that I am actually running after him for a long time. No. This is test. Even if I am trying my best to get the attention, to get the shelter, not attention, the shelter of Vaishnava. If he thinks that no, if he denies me, still whether my enthusiasm is intact, whether I am still waiting for mercy, or I am becoming restless. If I become restless, and it's not that you can force somebody to accept you as disciple. Gurus are independent in that sense. Vaishnavas are independent, whom to give mercy, whom not to give mercy. We can simply beg. There is a phrase, beggars cannot be choosers. So we cannot choose whether he will give me mercy or not. We are simply beggars. So Narottam Das was begging for Loknath Goswami's mercy. An entire 1 year he was serving, and that finally could melt Loknath Goswami's heart. Now, let's say Loknath Goswami was not pleased yet. So what would Narottam Das Thakur do at that situation, in that situation? Go in again giving a reminder, Gurudev, I have been waiting? No. He would spend his entire life in this way serving Loknath Goswami. Because his desire was not to become the disciple only. He wanted to serve Loknath Goswami. He wanted to please Loknath Goswami through his service. So if we think that if I have taken, the way we take initiation nowadays in our movement, sometimes a lot of competitions and pressures from sometimes the top management and all, but this is not the way actually to get initiation. Initiation means that you go and you cry before your Guru, like Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. That Guru Maharaj, I understood that I have no qualification. I have realized that I am. The more you become graced by Vaishnavas, the more you feel your disqualification. The more you go closer to Vaishnavas, the more you go closer to Vaishnavas, close not in the sense of physical proximity. The more you go towards his heart, you feel more disqualified. Why? Because Vaishnavas are so pure and I am so wretched, I am so nasty. The more I go close to him, I see that I actually don't deserve your mercy. When we think that we deserve mercy, that is our disqualification. But when we think that I don't deserve, that's our qualification. So in that way, Srila Loknath Goswami and Narottam Das Thakur both teach us going according to Krishna's plan, not going against. So in that way, when you realize, Srila Prabhupada writes in that purport, which I was mentioning in the beginning, beautiful, very small purport, but very beautiful. In Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada writes that I am reading one portion only. No one can become Krishna conscious simply by mundane scholarship. One must be fortunate enough to associate with a person who is in pure consciousness. A Krishna conscious person has realized knowledge by the grace of Krishna because he is satisfied with pure devotional service. By realized knowledge, one becomes perfect. By transcendental knowledge, one can remain steady in his convictions. But by mere academic knowledge, one can be easily deluded and confused by apparent contradictions. That's what told in this verse. You have academic knowledge, You have scriptural knowledge, you can easily get deluded. But unless and until you come in contact, you become fortunate enough to come in contact with a pure soul, with a Krishna conscious person, then your knowledge will not be realized. It will simply remain academic knowledge. And through that academic knowledge, we know that history of so many big devotees within our movement also. They had so much of knowledge, but they could not continue because that was, later on we could understand that definitely that was theoretical knowledge. Because in this verse it says, after realized knowledge, after realizing the knowledge, one does not get deluded. He is free from fear, no bhaya. But till that time there will be bhaya, because the root cause has not be eradicated. You may trim the branches of material consciousness, but it is quite another thing to uproot that tree of material attachment. And that is possible through the mercy, through the causeless mercy of pure devotees. These books are called revealed scriptures. They are not studied scriptures, they are revealed scriptures. This knowledge has to be revealed by the mercy of Krishna. Ishwarer kripalesh hoyto jahare, sei to Ishwar tattva janibai par. Until and unless Krishna and Guru select someone, they will simply be on the academic knowledge platform. So therefore we should beg to Vaishnavas, to the devotees, to Guru, Sadhu and Lord ultimately, please reveal this knowledge into our heart and make us firmly situated in our devotional life. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hare Hare. Any question or any comments? Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. You were speaking about the personalities from Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, like Krishna interacting with Arjuna and revealing his plan, and also how Mahaprabhu revealed his plan for Loknath Goswami. And you were speaking so much about following Krishna's plan and serving Krishna's plan. But we as practicing devotees, we are not getting the direct instruction, right? So, and also why should I think that I am so important that Krishna has a plan for me? Krishna has a plan for Arjuna, Krishna has a plan for his associates. But see, I'm trying to become a devotee. So for me, the Abhideya is, to follow the process. So it comes to mainly the principles of Sharanagati, because we are speaking about taking shelter of Krishna, the holy name. So for us, it's more accepting what is favorable for devotion, rejecting what is unfavorable, making Krishna as the sole object of worship, depending only on Krishna, and trying to develop humility, because for us, the only chance to get Mahaprabhu's mercy is when we become really humble. So Krishna's plan is very high for me, at least, to understand and follow. So, these are my thoughts. Just wanted to...
Thank you, Prabhu. Do you want me to comment on this or not?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Just said a few things. That you have nicely put that whole thing. For us, Krishna's plan, for all of us, for each one of us, Krishna has his plan. And that plan is that we should go back to Krishna. Krishna doesn't want us to rot in this material world. So as you said, that for us it is accepting the favorable things, rejecting unfavorable, developing humility. So these are limbs of Sharanagati. So following Krishna's plan in our life means we should every moment see whether I am going towards Krishna consciousness or not. If I am going towards Krishna, then it is Krishna's plan. If what I am doing, through my consciousness I am going away from Krishna, then it's not Krishna's plan. Very simple to understand in our life. And of course there are gurus and senior Vaishnavas who will help us. But if I want to have a self-check, self-test, that whether it is making me more Krishna conscious, whether it is developing my humility, whether it is increasing my willingness, voluntary willingness to accept whatever is happening in my life, to accept as Krishna's benediction, then it means that we are actually going towards Krishna's plan. Hare Krishna. There's one more question.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So one very technical things coming right now in my mind, like every time you repeated by enough, fortunate enough, something. So anyone who is fortunate enough. So someone is fortunate, that means he has some good, or maybe agyat sukriti, or maybe good karma. Because of that, the fortunate will happen with that jiva. And if someone is not fortunate enough, then how that jiva will get that mercy?
You have to be fortunate enough. There is no other alternative.
If suppose someone doesn't have any agyat sukriti or any good karma, then how the fortunate or this fortunate will come up?
See Prabhu, this fortune does not come by good karma. This fortune comes by the causeless mercy. Because then other is again, bhakti will be dependent on some shukarma, which is not the conclusion of our acharyas. It's completely independent. So it's not our concern whether I have good karmas or not, but what is currently in my hand. I can always pray for causeless mercy. I can beg for mercy to Krishna. A boy who is not good enough to pass into the exam, he has only one last resort for him. Go and beg to the teacher that somehow or other, please help me so that I can get past. So similarly, we are fallen. We all are fallen. We should think that I am not any special candidate. We are all we belong to a general category. We are not a special category. So we should always pray to Krishna.
Fortune means mercy.
Fortune means mercy.
And fortune can be achieved, or maybe, or we cannot
fortune
expect.
Cannot be achieved. Fortune can be received.
Received.
Good fortune.
Srila
Gaur Govinda Maharaj used to say that when good fortune arises, one meets a genuine sadhu. So it's not that I did something, therefore sadhu came into my life. It is by their own causeless mercy, their sweet will, Krishna's sweet will, they came into my life.
Another point is coming, like we are talking about Krishna's plan, and at the same time we are part and parcel of Krishna, so we have a tendency of controlling the things, because Krishna is controlling everything. So because of that part and parcel, this quality is there inside us, controlling things. So anyhow, we ourselves cannot remove that quality. So we have to depend on mercy, how to remove this controlling tendency. So ultimately the things is coming, like we have to depend on the mercy only. So how? Okay, so for achieving the mercy, we have to obviously follow
Is your question, if I understood properly, if your question is how to get out of that controllership mentality?
How to get out of that, because that is inherent.
Yes, that is inherent, very good. And therefore, what you can control only one thing. You can control the desire of getting out of Krishna's control. You can always control your desires so that my desire go along with Krishna's desire. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. I have desire to desire something. I should only desire Krishna. You control my life. That much control you have. We do not have control over everything, but we have a significant control. So I control that desire, whether I should go out of Krishna's control or I should come into Krishna's control. So I control my desire that I voluntarily accept it. I voluntarily accept Krishna's control over my life. So this is actually transforming, reformation of controllership. You become controller because you have that inherent nature. Yes, I control that Krishna, you control me. I control that desire, that you control me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hare.